1 year has passed since Luka Doncic made the blockbuster move from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Slovenian superstar is finally opening up about his adjustment to life in purple and gold. February 1st marks the anniversary of the trade that shocked the basketball world and fundamentally altered the landscape of the Western Conference. When the deal was announced last year, it sent shockwaves throughout the league, as few expected Dallas to part ways with their franchise cornerstone. For Doncic, who had spent 7 formative years building his legacy in Dallas, the sudden change was anything but easy. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. The 26-year-old guard recently sat down for an extensive interview where he candidly discussed the emotional roller coaster of the past 12 months. Doncic revealed that the initial transition was far more challenging than many fans realized. The shock of leaving the only NBA home he had ever known created uncertainty about whether Los Angeles would truly feel right for his career trajectory. However, as the months have unfolded, Doncic has found his footing and embraced the Lakers organization wholeheartedly. He expressed genuine satisfaction with where he currently stands, stating that he believes everything has worked out for the best despite the initial turbulence. The commitment from both sides became crystal clear when Doncic signed a contract extension during the summer months, cementing his future in Los Angeles for years to come. This decision demonstrated not only his faith in the Lakers organization, but also his belief that the team can build something special around him. Doncic emphasized that joining the Lakers presented an enormous opportunity for his career development and championship aspirations. He spoke enthusiastically about feeling comfortable in his current situation, praising both his teammates and the overall team dynamic that head coach JJ Redick has cultivated. Living in Los Angeles has also proven to be a positive adjustment for the European star. Doncic mentioned that he genuinely enjoys the lifestyle that the city offers and has developed a deep appreciation for the passionate Lakers fanbase, which ranks among the most dedicated in professional sports. The historic franchise's winning culture and the pressure that comes with wearing the purple and gold have motivated him to elevate his game to new heights. He acknowledged that he feels completely himself on and off the court, a critical factor for any player trying to maximize their potential in a new environment. However, the season has not unfolded exactly as planned for the Lakers. Injuries have plagued the roster throughout the campaign, preventing the team from establishing consistent chemistry and rhythm. The Lakers have reportedly deployed more different starting lineups than any other team in the league this season, a statistic that highlights the injury struggles that have hampered their progress. Despite these setbacks, Doncic maintains an optimistic outlook about the team's championship potential. He firmly believes that when the roster is fully healthy, the Lakers possess the talent and cohesion necessary to compete with the best teams in the league. The Slovenian star's confidence in his teammates speaks volumes about the culture that has developed within the locker room. Even though external observers might question whether this current iteration of the Lakers has enough firepower to make a deep playoff run, Doncic's unwavering belief suggests that internal confidence remains high. He pointed out that once everyone returns to full health, the team will finally have the opportunity to showcase their true capabilities and address any weaknesses in their approach. As the trade deadline approaches, General Manager Rob Pelinka faces crucial decisions about roster construction. The front office must work collaboratively with Doncic to build a supporting cast that maximizes his exceptional playmaking abilities and scoring prowess. While acquiring a generational talent like Doncic was a massive accomplishment, the Lakers cannot afford to waste this golden opportunity. The organization must surround him with complementary pieces that address defensive deficiencies and provide reliable scoring options beyond their primary star. The next several years will prove critical for both Doncic and the Lakers franchise. The pressure to deliver championships in Los Angeles is immense, and expectations will only continue to grow as the young superstar enters his prime years. However, if the past 12 months have taught us anything, it is that Doncic possesses the mental fortitude and talent necessary to thrive under the brightest lights in basketball. His positive attitude and genuine connection to the city suggest that this partnership between player and franchise has the potential to produce something truly special. Looking ahead, the Lakers faithful can take comfort in knowing their franchise has secured a cornerstone player who is fully invested in bringing more championships to Los Angeles. Doncic's reflections on his first year demonstrate maturity and perspective that should serve him well as he navigates the challenges that lie ahead. While the journey may have started with uncertainty and shock, it appears to be heading toward a destination that both player and organization can celebrate for years to come. LeBron James delivered a clear message following the Lakers' victory over the Washington Wizards, emphasizing the critical importance of getting center DeAndre Ayton more involved in the offensive game plan. The four-time champion stated that it is the collective responsibility of the entire squad to feed Ayton and unleash the beast inside. This statement comes at a crucial juncture as the Lakers search for consistent offensive production from all their key players. Ayton began the current campaign on an encouraging note, showcasing his abilities on both ends and providing the interior presence the Lakers desperately needed. However, as weeks progressed, Ayton experienced a noticeable decline in overall production across multiple statistical categories. The drop-off became so concerning that head coach JJ Redick often turned to backup center Jackson Hayes during crucial closing minutes of tight games. The coaching staff's decision to close games with Hayes instead of Ayton sent a clear message about performance expectations and accountability. Redick has consistently emphasized that playing time must be earned through effort and execution, putting Ayton's starting position in jeopardy. Following a disappointing loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Ayton made it his personal mission to prove he deserves to remain in the starting lineup. The matchup against Washington provided the perfect stage for Ayton to make his statement. The Wizards roster lacks significant size and interior defense, presenting an ideal opportunity for a player of Ayton's physical stature to dominate. The Lakers' big man took full advantage, using his combination of size, strength, and athleticism to overwhelm Washington's front court defenders. He consistently established deep post position and finished with authority around the rim, showing aggression and confidence that had been missing from recent performances. By the final buzzer, Ayton had compiled an impressive double-double performance, finishing with 28 points and 13 rebounds while shooting a remarkable 12 of 14 from the field. His efficiency was off the charts, adding 4 perfect free throw attempts to his stellar shooting night. The performance reminded everyone how dominant Ayton can be when he plays with the right mindset and receives consistent touches in favorable positions. James explained that the Lakers must make a concerted effort to get the ball to Ayton in positions where he can succeed. Throughout the game, James actively sought out his big man, delivering passes in early transition situations and finding him rolling to the basket for highlight reel alley-oop finishes. The chemistry between James and Ayton in pick-and-roll situations has proven to be one of the most effective offensive weapons in the Lakers' arsenal. The veteran superstar specifically highlighted Ayton's energy level and activity as key factors in the dominant performance. Ayton attacked the rim relentlessly, finishing with thunderous dunks that energized teammates and the home crowd. His rebounding effort also drew praise from James, who noted that when Ayton crashes the glass effectively, it creates additional fast break opportunities for the Lakers' transition game. Looking at the broader picture, Ayton has emerged as the most reliable pick-and-roll partner for both James and LUKA DONČIĆ this season. His ability to set solid screens, roll to the basket with purpose, and finish above the rim makes him an ideal complement to the Lakers' star-studded backcourt. When Ayton plays with the engagement and intensity he displayed against Washington, the entire offensive system operates more efficiently. However, challenges remain for the Lakers' front court rotation. The team still lacks adequate size and physicality behind Ayton and Hayes, leaving them vulnerable against opponents with dominant big men. The front office may need to address this deficiency before the trade deadline for a serious championship run. The upcoming schedule presents immediate tests for Ayton's renewed commitment. The Lakers face the New York Knicks next, a matchup featuring much tougher interior defense than Washington provided. The Knicks possess size and physicality that will challenge Ayton in ways the Wizards could not. How he responds to stiffer competition will reveal whether his dominant performance was simply a product of a favorable matchup or a genuine turning point in his season. Redick and the coaching staff will watch closely to see if Ayton can maintain his aggressive approach against elite competition and prove he deserves to remain a central figure in the Lakers' offensive game plan moving forward. As the NBA trade deadline rapidly approaches, the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves at the center of numerous trade rumors linking them to potential roster upgrades. The franchise has been actively exploring options to strengthen their championship aspirations, with reports connecting them to various players across the league. Among the names surfacing most frequently is DeAndre Hunter of the Cleveland Cavaliers, a versatile wing who could theoretically address the Lakers' ongoing need for 3-and-D capabilities on the perimeter. Hunter has emerged as a popular target primarily because of his combination of defensive versatility and shooting ability, skills highly valued in today's NBA. The Lakers have struggled at times this season to find reliable wing defenders who can also space the floor with consistent three-point shooting. On paper, Hunter fits the profile of what Los Angeles needs to complement their star players. However, despite persistent rumors suggesting imminent trade discussions, new information indicates that the Lakers' actual level of interest may have been significantly exaggerated. According to prominent NBA insiders Mark Stein and Jake Fisher, league sources indicate that the extent of Lakers' interest in acquiring Hunter has been repeatedly overstated throughout this transaction cycle. While the Lakers and Cavaliers have engaged in conversations during this period, discussions have not progressed to the level that recent reports suggested. The narrative that Los Angeles is aggressively pursuing Hunter appears to be more media speculation than concrete reality. Reports had suggested the two franchises discussed a general framework for a potential Hunter trade involving Lakers forwards Rui Hachimura and Dalton Knecht, along with a third team to facilitate the financial mechanics. When specific player names appear in trade frameworks, it typically signals that negotiations have advanced to a serious stage. However, in this situation, the inclusion of those names does not necessarily reflect the true depth of discussions or the Lakers' actual commitment to pursuing the transaction. The primary obstacle preventing the Lakers from moving forward aggressively revolves around financial considerations for the upcoming offseason. Hunter carries a substantial salary commitment of $24.9 million for next season, money that would significantly impact the Lakers' salary cap flexibility moving forward. The front office has made clear that maintaining financial maneuverability for summer remains a top priority in their long-term planning. This strategic approach stems from their desire to preserve the ability to pursue marquee free agents or facilitate larger trades that could bring another star-level player to Los Angeles to pair with LUKA DONČIĆ. The Lakers' decision to prioritize cap space reflects a calculated gamble that better opportunities will present themselves in the coming months. By avoiding commitments to players with substantial multi-year salaries, Los Angeles keeps the door open for potentially transformative moves during the offseason. This patient approach makes sense considering the franchise's history of attracting high-profile players and the allure that playing in Los Angeles holds for many stars. Given these financial constraints and strategic priorities, the Lakers front office appears unlikely to surrender significant assets in any trade for Hunter. The team's evaluation suggests that acquiring Hunter at the cost of valuable rotation players and future flexibility would not represent a meaningful enough upgrade to justify the transaction. Hunter is currently averaging 14 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 2.1 assists across 43 games this season with 23 starts. His shooting percentages tell a concerning story, connecting on just 42.3% from the field and 30.8% from three-point range. The statistical profile raises legitimate questions about whether Hunter would represent a substantial improvement over players currently on the Lakers roster. Hachimura, who would likely be included in any potential trade package, provides similar production in many categories without carrying the same long-term financial burden. The marginal difference in production makes it difficult to justify the trade from the Lakers' perspective, especially when factoring in the loss of Knecht's potential and impact on future salary cap flexibility. As the trade deadline draws nearer, circumstances could still change if the Cavaliers significantly lower their asking price or if the Lakers suddenly shift their strategic priorities. However, based on current information from well-connected league sources, it appears far more likely that Los Angeles will look elsewhere for potential roster upgrades. The front office may focus on smaller, more cost-effective moves that address immediate needs without sacrificing long-term flexibility. One factor influencing the Lakers' cautious approach involves reported interest in much bigger potential moves down the line. There have been whispers around the league about Los Angeles being a team of interest in any potential trade involving Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. While the Lakers currently lack the assets to make such a blockbuster trade happen before the deadline, the situation could look entirely different during the offseason when more options become available. If the front office genuinely believes that a player of Antetokounmpo's caliber could become available, it would explain their reluctance to commit resources to a relatively minor upgrade like Hunter at this juncture.